Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Tamur and this is my channel, The Cloud Security Guy. And today I want to talk about some news which have recently come out about AI. And specifically now that AI will soon have the ability to take over your computer, and why your cybersecurity team really should get ready about it. This is major news. And although it's not about to happen like in the next week or so, it is very much down the line and it could be happening sooner than you think. And what are the steps if you are a CISO or if you're part of the cybersecurity team, what are the things you need to start worrying about right now? So that's what I wanted to talk about. In case you're new to this channel, I talk on a weekly basis about things like cloud security, AI, and cybersecurity careers. So do like and subscribe to this channel and share as much as you can. So what am I talking about in today's video? Well, like 2 years back, around this time, November 2022, that's around the time ChatGPT came out. And, it really opened the Pandora's box when it came to AI. Now, everybody who started using Gen AI, cyber security teams were running around trying to mitigate the risks, right? They were worried about how to control data leakage, how to control the information that was coming out, how to stop people from like putting sensitive data into ChatGPT and the other Gen AI. And it's taken us some time. Now we have a little bit of more understanding and like the risks have been mitigated a little bit, not fully, but at least cybersecurity teams now have a full handle. But now a new risk is coming about, which is the AI's ability to take over and control your computer. And if you're not aware, the recent release of Anthropic's Claude 3.5, I believe it was, it's an AI model. Now it can execute actions on your computer via something called the computer use API. So what they say is that AI can now interact with your desktop, like it can simulate keystrokes and control mouse, and it can perform a lot of back office things completely automatically. And you can now understand why why there will be a major cybersecurity risk here. Now, this feature of like an agent controlling your computer, this is not new. Honestly, if you're an IT, if you work in things like robotic process automation, but AI adds a whole new thing to worry about, right? So we are now talking about AI agents that will independently be handling computer tasks, processes, and it can make decisions on your behalf. So now we have a new layer. With Gen AI, we have like back and forth prompts, right? Not action. We are asking it information, it is giving me information. Then you ask ChatGPT some more prompt, and back and forth, this thing happens, right? But now we are adding a new execution layer on top of AI, which will allow AI to like learn by doing. It will be doing stuff. And I've talked about this like I think 1.5 years back. I made a video about autonomous AI and how that's very dangerous. And really now we are seeing it happening. So what are the risks I'm talking about? Like what will happen? And of course, this is all theoretical because they're not mainstream, but some things are very, very clear and they will happen without any doubt. So what are the risks of AI agents and they're like autonomous AI, as we call it? Well, let's go one by one. The first risk, which is very, very clear to anybody who has worked in cybersecurity, is somebody compromising these AI agents. AI agents will be running on your computer. They will have privileges. They will have access to data. Easily, the number one risk everybody is thinking about is what happens if somebody takes it over, if these agents are compromised. CISOs and cybersecurity teams, they're already worried about like, service accounts or services which are running on your computer. But now this risk will become even more dangerous with AI agents. These agents will have access to applications, data. So jailbreaking these AI by giving in prompts and bypassing their controls, it will become a big like target for cybersecurity criminals because they know what they can do, right? So we'll have to think about new ways of securing them, restricting their privileges, making sure that this layer does not get compromised. You will see new like tools coming out, like vendor will be introducing new AI firewalls. Hardening standards will have to be introduced. So think about this before. The number two risk, which is data leakage, right? Giving AI access to your desktop or your applications mean you're also giving it access to the underlying data. The thing about that, if it's running in your company, it will have access to cardholder information, banking details, social security numbers. All this data AI could potentially access and leak out. And this is not theoretical because Anthropic has said something which really made me very nervous. They said that its AI can take screenshots and retain that screenshots for 30 days. So this is something, I mean, it says it right there on their website. So when prompted by a computer, it will process and collect screenshots, right? And it'll use it to interpret. And they said that it will automatically delete all screenshots after 30 days, unless you have some different terms. So you really need to make sure your legal teams are aware and you are aware of this fact before you start implementing these sort of AI agents. What sort of data is there? What can you put in? And lastly, I want to talk about the ethics of this, like using AI agents. A lot of CEOs, they will be thinking, I'll just replace all my people with AI agents and save a lot of cost. We are very far away from that reality. So don't worry about your job going. But even Anthropic has admitted that their computer use API is still very slow. It still has a lot of errors, but it will only improve, right? And you have to make sure that when you're implementing AI, what sort of mistakes can it make? Are you going to give it access to some very sensitive business processes? What happens if it makes a mistake in giving people loans or insurance, those sort of things, right? And you need to make sure these error rates are understood, because if you give it access to some mission critical data and it turns out to be making the wrong decisions, your company could be in a major issue. So these are the three things I really want you to think about. So how to get ready? Well, like I said, this AI is still down the road, but you want to be ready now. Don't make it like when ChatGPT came out, nobody was aware and everybody's running around trying to mitigate these risks. So what are the things you can understand? First of all, understand the built-in safety checks which are implemented by the AI provider. Anthropic has also confirmed that we have safety features within Claude 3.5, such as restricting the AI from taking high-risk actions like making purchases or posting on social media or engaging with government websites. Understand what are the built-in checks. The second is upskilling your cybersecurity teams to make sure that they are aware of what are the new types of AI risks. Anthropic has already confirmed that their AI can potentially be vulnerable to things like prompt injection. So do you have the ability to know how to detect prompt injection? Do you know what it is, right? If not, get in touch with specialist people, specialist vendors who can help you create AI governance frameworks, who can help you do penetration testing of AI, right? And number four, you want to implement manual processes, manual oversight over these AI agents. If they're doing something sensitive, make sure that a person is there. You know that the maker checker concept. So make sure that a person is there to approve it. That this makes sure that there is a safety check. And lastly, I want you to think about standards like NIST, the NIST AI Risk Management Framework, or ISO 42001, so that you create a culture of AI governance within your company. So these were the things I really want you to think about. Believe me when I say this video will become prominent more and more as the years go by when these agents will come out. So Anthropic's Claude 3.5, it's a giant leap forward. But AI automation is right around the corner. You need to understand these challenges now before these things become mainstream and start thinking, creating this culture within your company. So I hope this was useful to you. Please do like and subscribe to this channel. And if you want to learn more about AI, I have a lot of courses on Udemy, which you can check out. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.